Welcome to Split Bucket. We're here at McWilliam's Handwood estate. Russell Cody.
Yep. Ken, how are you?
Oh, I'm well, yourself?
Yeah, great, mate. Really good.
Down here in the freezing cold.
It is cold. It's very brisk.
That's why we're indoors.
Yeah, exactly.
In the world's biggest barrel.
It is, yeah. I wouldn't call this a puncheon or a hogshead. I think it's at least a demi-mute. No, it's just obviously what our sales area is just made to be a barrel. I think they made this back in the late 60s, I think.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, it's held up well.
Yeah, it has, yeah.
Now, you got some... Oh, well, first of all, tell us a bit about Handwood.
Oh, look, Handwood, the winery here, back in the early days, there was actually three families, and there used to be a winery out at Bilbangra, a winery out at Yenda, and also a winery here at Handwood. And they shut down the Bilbangra winery.
These are all McWilliams wines.
Yeah, they're all McWilliams. So they're all McWilliams on the one site. And in their wisdom, they shut down Bilbangra in 1988, and they shut down Yenda in about 2006, I think, 2007. So it's all basically been situated now out here at this winery here on the site here. Yep. At this site, we produce fruit obviously from Riverina, but we also get fruit from many different other areas throughout Australia. We get fruit from Coonawarra, we get fruit from Eden Valley, we get fruit from the Hilltops region, which we get fruit from Tumberrumba, which is certainly a new exciting area that I'd certainly like to talk about today.
And that's all made, these wines are made here?
These wines are made here,
okay.
So a lot of these wines are made here. As a company, we also own Evans and Tate Winery, we own Brands Lera, we also own Lilydale Estate down in the Yarra, and obviously we've got Mount Pleasant up in the Hunter Valley, which we've had for many years. And we've got many other labels too that are coming on, and even more, we're getting fruit from McLaren Vale, Barossa, so it's getting bigger and bigger, but a lot of the fruit gets funneled into here. So most of the wines that are made by our company is actually probably 90% are made at this site.
Okay,
yeah.
Righto. How long have you been with them?
I've been here 17 years. Yeah, it's been a long...
So you're a fixture?
I am, yeah. I'm basically part of the furniture now. I think they call me the patio chair. I'm not sure what they call me, but yeah, I'm certainly a part of it, yeah.
Let's have a, because this is an exciting wine. This is a seriously nice wine.
Yeah, it is. We've been making Chardonnay from Tumberrumba probably for the last 6 or 7 years, and 2004 was our first vintage of this. And Tumberrumba, the beauty of it is, this is the 08. This wine's won many medals.
I was going to say, it's won the odd trophy as well.
Yeah, it's won a few trophies, won a few medals, etc. and that, but it's been certainly a fantastic revelation to our company to get fruit from that region. Cool climate region, beautiful, the soil's quite almost desiccated granite, and you can taste it in the wine. It's almost flinty, and we try and make this wine, and it's almost like a Burgundian Chablis style of wine. We get... we also do about 30% of that wine is actually wild fermentation, so we try and get a bit of funky characters in there, and it's all in barrel. So it's certainly a wine that we're trying to really push forward in a style that certainly I love drinking, and it's good fun making.
I'll tell you what, if it's cold here, it should have been a bit chilly up there, wouldn't it?
Colder. I would say I know that our production director, Jim Brain, he's got a property up right near this
Been to it,
yeah. And it's bloody cold, I would say. Yeah, this is called the 842. The reason for it being is it's 842 metres above sea level. So that's the reason why it's called that, and that's basically where Jim Brain's vineyard is, and it is cold, and they can see the snow, or they're probably sitting in it if he's staying up there at the moment, I'd say. So, yeah.
Oh, well, yeah. That's got that lovely, you say, that sort of Burgundian style of things, but it's quite an elegant style. It's got that cashew, oatmeal character, a bit of citrus.
Yeah, and still there's that acid line. There's a good, fine, tight acid line that we try and work with this wine. It's certainly a wine that we enjoy making, but it takes a lot of work. Now, there's a lot of work on this wine, a lot of work going out to the vineyards, and the vineyards are the most important things up in that region. You've got to go, and there's specific sites, because the Tumberrumba region, although it says, you know, it's 842, that's where we get most of the fruit for this, but there's some vineyards up there at only 400 metres, so it's very varied. So you've got to really look around and find the right sites up in that
Such
region.
an amazing length.
It
it's
has,
still just whizzing on.
Still going, great acid, great wine, fantastic
might
wine.
put that aside for post-filming.
All right, all right then. So the next wine we've gone on to, we've sort of, because we're in the Riverina, I really wanted to talk about Hanwood Shiraz. This is obviously Shiraz from this region. A lot of people don't talk too much about Shiraz from this region. We're going to look at a Botrytis, which is what most people talk about. But Shiraz is a a style of wine that it's funny with the consumers that from this region it makes more of a medium-bodied style and a very approachable wine. And as young wines, which a lot of the market are looking for at the moment, this wine makes a very nice, easy drinking, obvious Shiraz, peppery, plummy, and it's not over the top.
One thing, I mean, the old Handwood labels, known for,
yes,
you've swapped, may I just say, boo-hiss to the marketing department. I'm allowed to say that, you're not.
Oh, yeah, I can't say that. I got my fingers crossed though. So.
I love the old labels. I mean, yeah.
Well, look, they've changed that, and that's more for our export. Our export market are looking for that sort of style of the more...
As long as they haven't changed the quality?
No, well, the quality's hopefully still there. We're very pleased with this, especially 2010. This wine was a very good year, 2010. Certainly good, rich, ripe fruits. And not all of this fruit is from this region. We do get fruit from, it's probably about 50% from Riverina, and then we get fruit from the hilltops, Coonawarra, Heathcote. And that all gets, pumped down into this wine, which gives it more complexity and more richness. And certainly a wine that's, look, it's not going to be one of the wines that are going to break the bank. You're looking at about $10, $12, but it's a good, approachable wine. It's one of those wines on a Sunday afternoon. It's a bit of a
very easy drinking.
Yeah, a bit of a sit and don't think wine, which is what I call them.
Yep, absolutely.
So I guess you've been tasting many of these in the region, but Botrytis is what this region's renowned for. That should be the 2007, correct? 2006. Oh, okay, that's good. 2007 is better than 2006. 2006 is better than 2007. We won't say about that.
Okay. Well, what's your current one?
2008 should be coming out very soon.
Oh, okay. So we're well out.
Yeah, the 2008. That's about to come out. It's won many trophies, and the reason why it hasn't been put out yet is because we're trying to put all the stickers on the labels at the moment. Every time they go to put,
department's making another change to the.
Every time that they try to bottle this wine and that, we get another gold medal somewhere or something like that. But the 2006 is actually a lovely approachable wine, and it's the style that we want to make. We're a little bit different to some of the other companies. We're making Botrytis style wines, but we want to make them a little bit finer. We find that the Australian Botrytis style is maybe a little bit too cloying. Some of the ones are a little bit too sweet in your face and a bit unctuous. Now that's our style. I don't want to sort of say that somebody else's style is not good. That's their decision. But we try and make them a bit finer and a little bit more approachable and a finer style with more acid.
Yep. Now, because you guys, even though, I mean, DeBorts were the ones that really did so much for the region with the Noble One right through from 82, you guys had the very first one.
We did.
Many years before that.
Yes, the 1958 Pedro, which was a Pedro grape, had Botrytis on it. I think I've tasted it twice. I've had the opportunity. I think Doug McWilliams opened a bottle twice, and I think I've had a taste of it. And it's a graceful old dame now. It's a beautiful old wine. It's got really sandalwood characters on it. It's a beautiful wine.
Jim brought one up to Brisbane quite a few years ago now.
Yes.
It was still looking fantastic.
Yeah, it's an amazing wine. And to me, that's where a lot of the Botrytis come from. But obviously the Botrytis Semillon, which Noble One's been doing from DeBortlis, has been the one that's really put this region on the map for Botrytis styles. But it's a great region for it because you can see how cool it is. Normally it's very foggy. Normally we've got a lot of foggy mornings, and that's especially over in the foothills over near Kokopara Forest, which is about 30 kilometres north of here. Basically the fog sets in there and it just doesn't move whatsoever. So in the mornings when it's on a foggy morning in May, it basically sits in there, and that's what gives all the Botrytis the characters to get onto.
Now look, I see what you say. It's got the sort of the orange rind, the marmalade, a little bit of honey, but it's certainly not to the same extent as some in the region.
No.
And you don't want everything the same anyway.
No.
I mean, so it is that sort of, I mean, if you call it leaner, you're giving it completely, because it's not a lean wine in any respect.
Not at all.
But it is more so than some of the ones we've seen. So if people prefer the less is more sort of approach, this is what's the price we're talking?
Oh, we're looking probably about $30, I think, per bottle of that, 27. Thank you for my... So it's about $27, and that's about what most Botrytis wine styles are from around this region.
Russell Cody.
Cheers. Thanks very much, Ken.
Cheers. Thank you for coming on Spitbait.
Thank you.
Any questions you've got about any of these wines, Tumberrumba, Handwood, the Botrytis, McWilliams themselves, please shoot them in. We can pass them on. Remember, we spit so you don't have to. Cheers.